Welcome back from our breaks. We are gonna move on to some more fun stuff after our beautiful vineyard walk,
Yes.
where where Ishmael did not run away from Esteban because they didn't see
But I
each
never
other.
saw him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't see each other. Right.
Yeah.
Right. There was a
Exactly.
lot of people there,
Yeah, yeah, I know.
but now it's 3 a.m. Right? It's the middle of the night. This raining again.
Of
I think there are
course.
puddles in the streets. The streets are made of brick and they've been covered with a layer of wax, red wax, just so that it looks nicer.
And yeah, so I think we see Ashlyn just like has um, a shawl like wrapped around herself, and she's like
Yeah.
holding her hat under her head. It's soaked through, but it's doing a little bit to keep the rain off as she
Sure.
tromps through the streets with her not great shoes and her dress to
Yeah.
meet up
Yeah.
with Ishmael at 3 o'clock in the morning. And she's like,
Okay.
when she gets there, she's like, it's. I'm not used to being up this late, Ishmael,
Oh.
but I'm here and I have the money I promised you. I'm sorry I haven't
Thank you.
seen you all this week. So
No, it's fine.
mechanically, I am handing you over my other cash die.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I say, Harvest Goddess, this is Ashlyn. Ashlyn, this is Harvest Goddess. She is a talking fish. She doesn't talk very often.
Oh, I saw this fish. It's glowing. This, wow, the harvest goddess.
That's
Hello,
what she
Ashlyn.
says.
The harvest
Oh,
goddess.
look, she's talking now.
What? What?
Now I'm sure that I'm not crazy.
Uh, do you want a flower?
Flowers are delicious.
Drop the flower into the fish tank.
So the fish tank is humongous, right? It's like 10 foot tall. Like you would need a ladder or something to give her the flower.
Uh,
How much do you want to follow this instinct?
I need to. I really want to give her a flower.
So how are you going to get this flower
Uh,
into the fish tank?
Mm,
Like you look around, like this entire
I want to look
building's
around. Is there
facade
like,
has been made to like prevent anyone from messing with the fish.
of course.
You probably have to break into the house or building, or just fish is kept. And this is the fortune teller's building.
I don't want to break into her house. Well, did you bring me here because the harvest goddess is a fish? Ishmael?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you bring me here because the harvest goddess is a fish?
No. I brought you here to talk about our dealings as an adventurer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the Harvest Goddess. I don't think the fish is really the Harvest Goddess. She keeps asking me to be the prophet, to help with harvest, to do all sorts of crazy stuff. She's just a talking fish, the magical talking fish. Listen, we've seen stranger stuff, right? We saw like those weird supernatural javelins. That's way cooler than a talking fish. No offense, Harvest
Those
Goddess.
are pretty cool javelins. Well, I'm ready to be an adventurer for you, Ishmael.
Great, we should go back to those caves.
Now?
No, of course not. I have to sell this fermented milk in a couple hours. Dr. Donna is coming out to help me.
Oh, Dr. Donna's very nice.
Okay.
You don't seem to like a lot of people, Ishmael.
What does he say to that? That's true. I don't like being here. It's cold. It's wet. The people hate me.
Oh, it is.
Estevan came by my house. That pervert. He was stomping on my grass and knocking on my door.
He...
The wine isn't fermented enough. The goats are all too fat. The fish talk to you. The gods are different. I'm sorry, this is not my homeland. This is not what I'm used to.
In the city, things are different too. For one, it smells a lot worse.
I agree. Everything is too clean here. There's not enough goat shit.
Well, if your herd does well, maybe you can fix that.
Maybe. I'd rather just go home.
I suppose everybody wants to go home. Well,
I mean, he just looks around and he's like, aren't you at home?
I don't know yet.
You've literally spent an entire month here.
But it
All of
doesn't-
these people have spent their lives here. This is home for you people.
Well, you've...
Even for you, it's just a quick ride on a train back to the city, correct? I don't even know
Suppose
where my
that's
home
true.
is.
I haven't found anything else about where your home is yet. But maybe I can when I go back into the cave. But first, I think I should go through the Faust Mansion. It seems to have be haunted or something, and I think it's got more she's looking for a word other than things that we can loot.
You're the adventurer. If you think that's best, then we should go to the Faust Mansion. I will wait outside for you and come in to save you if you need help.
I really appreciate that, Ishmael.
Harvest Goddess, do you have anything to add about this plan?
Oh, you should be careful in the Faust Mansion.
Yes, the weird sex dungeon. We know.
Old man Faust was a disgusting pervert.
Anything else we need to know that we don't already know?
You must be careful not to lose track of where you are in the mansion, or it can take you far away to
Yep,
another
we already
land.
knew that too.
Wait, another land?
Yes, a terrible, frightening land.
Oh. That sounds troublesome.
So Ishmael's looking strangely at the fish and says, "Is this land full of sand and hot sun?"
Says there is sand, but there is no sun.
No sun. What
If
kind?
there's no sun, you would never be able to see anything.
Yes, it is very dark.
Then how do you know
Only-
it's sand?
We can feel it.
Things can feel like sand, but not be sand.
I am a glowing fish. I can make light in the darkness.
So you've been there.
Yes.
How did you travel into this mansion and then to the world of sand and then back without dying from being out of the water?
That is a mystery. You will just have to wait to find out, Ishmael.
I mean, it's not a mystery. You know the answer. You could just tell me.
I don't think that she wants to tell you.
Hey, Harvest Goddess, you kept asking me to be a prophet. Why haven't you asked Ashlyn? She's actually from this country.
She says, Ashlyn has another role here.
What kind of role do I have?
I mean, Ishmael's going to start tapping on the glass. He's like, hey, who are you to decide what she does with her life? Doesn't she have the freedom to choose what she wants to do?
Like,
You should offer her equal opportunity to be the prophet.
this is very irritating to the fish. So she tries to swim away with just nowhere to go. Why don't you make your persuade check?
Oh, interesting. All right. Yeah, I definitely will do that. I'm
I
gonna.
She has a will of 4.
Can
Okay.
I help?
Yeah, you can help.
I don't have persuasion, do I?
Do you have something that could help persuasion?
Mm.
Do not say seduction. Do not say seduction. Just don't. Just don't.
Adventure-wise?
Wait, Ashlyn has fishing wise? No.
Yeah, I also have fishing-wise.
Yeah, I think that's more appropriate.
Fishing-wise, I know about fishes. I mean, I've read about how fishing works.
Yeah.
All right. I want to use persuasion and then fork in fishing, persuasion wise, and adventure wise.
Okay.
All right. So that's 4 helping dice. I already used all my persona. Oh
right.
boy! Oh boy!
That's roll bad.
So I think the harvest goddess like hides in a piece of coral or something.
Wait a second. I have charismatic. Let's
Ooh.
call on 4 persuasion. Oh, sorry. I was only using 10% of my power.
So you get five dice.
Oh, I did it. That's 4
shit,
more.
you did it.
Yeah, get wrecked.
All right.
3 more. That's
So what
enough.
exactly you want her to tell you?
Not bad, kid. I wanted her to offer Ashlyn the same opportunity to be a prophet that she did for me, to allow Ashlyn to choose her own way in life, and not to have someone tell her what to do.
So I think the harvest goddess says, yes, exactly, Ishmael. That's why I didn't offer it. I feel like Ashlyn is still too impressionable, too open to influence to choose her own way. But since you insist, I will offer you this opportunity, Ashlyn, to become my Rex, my prophet.
And you said that I was. You said I had some other destiny. Shouldn't I know what I'm giving up?
Your destiny, Ashlyn, is whatever you choose it to be. If you accept this, you are giving up the opportunity to learn what those other choices are.
Being a prophet seems like a lot of responsibility.
It is. And no one really is performing the rituals correctly anymore or showing the proper respect. That's why I've taken this form.
I wouldn't even know how to do the rituals properly. How could I be your prophet?
I do not need someone to do rituals. I only need them to be my voice. I do not reveal myself normally to the people. I only speak through a handful of messengers.
I'm not even really from Stockchester. It wouldn't feel right.
Everyone in Stockchester is here because they are my children. Not directly, but long ago, someone in your family married one of my children.
All right, so this is the point where Ishmael slaps Ashlyn on the back and is like, all right, well, it just got weird. I'm going to get started setting up the saw. You keep being a fish baby.
I think she meant you too.
What? No, that's ridiculous. I wasn't born here.
But someone...
My children were sprung far and wide across the world to spread.
Ishmael's literally like loading barrels in the background in chibi form. Not listening to this at all.
To spread the wondrous, happy life of this valley.
Well,
but it hasn't been very successful, and many people feel themselves drawn back to this place without knowing why.
I suppose I felt that draw as well, but I don't think I'm ready to give up all my other destinies to be your prophet here.
Very wise. You've proven yourself of a stronger will than I anticipated. But I am worried for my people if we do not get a prophet soon.
Am I growing my fields right?
And the fish disappears from the tank for a moment.
Where'd it go? It got very dark.
Yeah, the light's completely gone. And it pops back into the tank with a splash.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "You've made a good start. But there are many surprises ahead of you as you try and bring that farm back to full production."
Well, I'm willing to work hard at it.
That's what matters.
Maybe I'll see you around some other time, Harvest Goddess.
So she just swims around in her tank and says, "I hope so too."
Yeah, and I think Ashlyn will go and say goodbye to Ishmael. Be like, we'll meet up soonish to do adventure stuff.
Okay. This was productive. Good luck being a fish baby. Prophet. Fish baby prophet.
I'm not a prophet.
You're like what, 132nd fish?
I didn't. I'm not a prophet. I said I turned it down.
Oh, that's dumb.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You turned it down?
Yes, but I'm not from here. Also, that's not my god.
Well.
Also, I don't grow crops.
Well. What? Maybe that would make you the perfect prophet.
Ishmael's going to put a hand on your shoulder and say, Ashlyn, don't you have a responsibility to these people in order to help them become the best possible farmers that they can be? To help out your local society, community, homegrown, alternatively sourced crop, vegan, something, blah, blah, blah. He just keeps going on and on about, until you stop him, about how you have a responsibility to your community.
I'm doing it. I'm serving my community to the best of my ability. I can't be a farmer and an adventurer and a prophet. It's too much for any woman.
Iron Triangle.
Ashlyn, it's very important to me that you adventure. However, I did get news that there is another person from my country nearby. So if you absolutely must be the prophet, you should probably do that. Listen, if I was at home and an avatar of one of my gods told me that I could be the prophet of goat herding, I would take it in an instant. I would serve my community and my people and my gods. Shouldn't you do the same for your god and your community and your people? And the land. The land around here is very poorly tended. I mean, just look at how poor the people are. Estevan is always walking around without any clothes because he's so poor. Also because he's a jerk.
He seemed pretty nice to me. I'm sorry he's been a jerk to you.
Huge jerk. His gigantic devil horse pooped in my yard.
Wow, his horse is pretty big. But,
I think Ishmael just gives you a flat stare. Like,
I'll see you around for adventure stuff. And
did you just miss the entire conversation? I just.
The PC just pressed A right through your dialogue.
Yep. I'm gonna. When I'm done setting up, I'm gonna go over and keep talking to the fish, and it's just gonna be. I'm like leaning against the fish thing, and I'm just like, "Don't worry, I'll convince her one day. You'll have a profit, fish."
You are doing me a great favor by finding me a prophet, Ishmael.
I mean, I'm not gonna find you a prophet. You have a prophet. You just needs to accept the job.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay.
Now, I heard about this great fishing spot.
All right. I feel like that's a fade to black right there.
Yeah, let's fade to black there. Where's Estevan spending the night?
Oh, good God. Probably beneath the willow tree.
All right, so the willow tree. Yeah, I guess the willow tree will keep you kind of dry, but you have to get really close to the trunk, and it's like you don't even have any proper bedding to lay on. Maybe you're laying on one of your sheep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yep. I probably keep them, like, because I don't have many sheep, so the
Yeah.
herd is not enormous.
Are you just in a pile of sheep at the base of the willow tree?
Yeah.
It's like
not
half
good.
a dozen sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe even less than that. Like 3 is too few. Like 4 or 5.
Sure. Is there like pigs and geese nearby as well?
There's, since it's been raining so much, we actually have ducks in the pond, but they're not usually here because it's usually not that wet in the lowlands of this area.
Sure. I think the ducks are also piled up next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like every animal you have is around this tree, except for the ponies. They're laying down a little bit far away.
Yeah. I'm just like, in a way, I have a lot of friends here. I just start counting all of them, and I'm just like, I'm actually losing count, but I think that's 20.
25, maybe.
Yeah. And it's just like the pouring rain in the background.
Yeah. All right.
I think I'm going to start.
Oh yeah, we're
on
going to steal
this
the
project.
scarecrow's clothing.
That was offered to me, but it's not one of my beliefs to return the.
Okay.
I mean, as a
Sure.
GM, I have to tempt the player to do awful things, but
Yeah.
they don't always accept.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to start trying to build a shelter of some sort.
So I think while you're laying in your pile of animals, you actually hear a snoring, loud, incredibly loud. It's coming from the forest, the sleeping forest.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to see what's up.
Yeah. So the forest is. How far away do you think the forest is?
I think it's like.
You think you're like here?
It's a mile walk, I think.
All right. So it's a mile walk. So you take the mile walk in the rain,
Mm-hmm.
And the snoring does not seem to be any louder or quieter. But it still seems to be coming from the west now, in the forest.
Do I know what's going on? Do these lands have this quality, or?
This is new.
Then I presume it's like some tree locally is doing something, and I'm after a while, after I figure out that the sound isn't changing, I just feel like I'm going crazy. And this just inspires me to build a shelter more, because I'm like, everybody I know lives in town and has at least like a farm or a house or something, so maybe I'm going, like, I'm getting not having a cabin fever. Like, this is maybe I'm like, this is why people have homes.
I've never heard of it.
But... Not having a cabin fever. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is why people have houses. I now know it after all this time, because after a while you just go crazy, and then I'm just like in the rain, and I'm like, I have to start building a roof under myself. So do I have an axe?
Is that on a character sheet?
Nope.
What's your resources?
But I do have resources. I think it's 1.
Yeah, we'll say I have an X.
Okay.
But only an X.
Okay, cool. I kind of like that. I'm going to start chopping down one of the trees, because I've walked a little bit of a way, so I'm going to take down one of these lonely trees out here in this field. I'm going to go to like the top of a small hill and cut down the tree there and start bringing some wood back.
How big is this tree?
I imagine it's like maybe it's an apple tree or something like that. Like, it's a tree that actually makes fruit, but...
All right. I feel like apple trees aren't necessarily that big, so you can cut it down without a roll.
Yeah.
Or I'll give you obs 1 roll if you want.
I would like to learn wood cutting. That would be fine. I think wood cutting is a skill.
You can make an obs 1 wood cutting check.
And wood cutting is power, right?
Let me check it. Wait, what? Did I spell it wrong? It's not called woodcutting. What's it called? Let's look through this list of skills.
There's woodcraft, but that's an elven skill.
Is there forestry?
It might be forestry. Let's take a look.
Looking up the skills. Looking up the skills.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are forester skills.
I am not seeing one. And I'm in skills.
Tree cutting. Literally, it's called tree cutting.
Tree cutting instead of wood cutting. Cool.
So small tree is obs 2, which doesn't really matter if you're doing learning checks. It's agility or perception. Yep.
That's weird.
So I believe when there's 2 skills, you average them.
Yeah, it's perception / power.
Did I write down wrong?
Yeah.
Let me check my book.
It's on perception page 305, if that helps.
That does help.
It does. There's a tree pulling skill too.
Yeah, that's
damn. Orcs are badass.
It's perception.
Oh, it's right. It's perception power. All right, so I wrote it down wrong. I'll fix that here.
Interesting. Cool. I am going to be happy with that. What's my obstacle?
2. It's a small
Okay,
tree.
cool.
Okay. So you eventually cut the tree down, but it's about morning by the time you've gotten the whole tree back to wherever you want to set up camp.
Mhm. Cool. Let me mark that test. Nice.
Yeah. And you're
And there's
counting
a 6.
again? Oh, you want to
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean, you're not gonna get 4 successes.
I mean,
Okay.
I possibly could if.
All right.
Yeah, but even if you eat animals, like
Okay. So yeah. But yeah, you get there by morning. You're counting your animals, and you're missing a goat.
You mean a sheep?
Sure, it's a sheep. You're missing 1 sheep.
Mhm.
You don't have any goats?
I don't have any goats. No.
Okay.
Uh,
Hey,
I'm
you're missing
raising.
1 sheep.
I'm raising the sheep more for wool. I don't think I have anything on this farm that actually can feed me in any way.
I mean,
Oh, that makes
you
sense.
can eat sheep.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I can't get milk from them, or
okay, yeah.
like they're not like chickens or
You
anything.
can get milk from sheep, but
Yeah.
You don't want
No.
to. You
Okay,
can
then
drink horse milk too, right?
I think so.
Technically,
Yeah.
There's
Any
not
case.
bread for that. Yeah.
I'm going to start trying to build a roof over my head. I'm going to pick a side of the willow tree that I sleep under, and I'm going to start attaching I think I'm actually going to do like kind of like, because this tree is very small, I'm actually going to make like a woven roof where I take like a bunch of strips and weave them together. Because some people use that for like fence making, and
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. It's like something in daub
I mean, you're just weaving the
architecture.
wood.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a roll? Let's see here.
I feel like it is, because one, it's related to my belief.
Right. So we gotta find you, but I feel like this is survival.
I think so too.
I don't think you're building a real house. You're just trying to build like a lean-to. That's more
accurate.
permanence.
Definitely accurate.
Yep.
So let's say it's survival.
What's the root of survival?
Will or perception. Cool. Basic shelter is obs 1.
Nice.
And I'll give you. Oh wait, no, I won't give you anything because you didn't succeed your woodcutting check.
I will give you nothing.
Give you nothing. I'll give you a -1. No, I won't.
Can I fork?
I'm nice.
Can I fork in mending?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Can I fork in climbing wise?
No.
Okay. If I had climbing, have I been able to fork in climbing?
I'd have to look at climbing.
Okay. Cool. I am fine with that.
No.
The base obstacle is 2, you said?
1.
Okay.
Okay. See, I think you do it, and then your shelter, is almost up, and then it just falls down when you try and get underneath it on top of you, and you're just like in a pile of branches that like popped up out of your weave. And they kind of like are sharp. Yeah, so now you're stuck in a pile of broken branches.
Not comfy. No, I don't
No.
like this. I'm gonna sleep in the rain.
Okay. That's what happens.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, let me think. What do we do next? So, Ishmael's got his milk to the market. Let's see here. We did some planting. What can I do? Ashlyn, do you want to do any more work on your farm?
I don't think I need to do much work on my farm, but I did want to invite everybody to dinner.
Sure.
Or go explore the mansion.
Yeah.
And at some point, I need to have I need to go do taxes, but that could be later.
Also, I need
Yeah.
to go with you to say sorry to Ishmael again.
Yeah, you did. I'm assuming you asked me to do that with you, like while we were
Yeah.
on our vineyard walk. Probably.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to do that next?
At dinner?
We could do that.
Oh,
I mean,
over dinner. Yes. So I write out
Yes.
a letter inviting Ishmael to dinner at my house.
Ishmael can't read.
Oh no! How did you write a letter if you can't
That's a
read
good
one?
point. He doesn't have right either. He probably stopped and asked somebody
I
to
similarly
Yes.
don't have read, even though I was like, which is funny because you were like, I'm just surprised you can read. I
Yep.
probably
Probably can't. It's a
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah. You guys
We just made a
definitely
mistake
had somebody else.
with modern assumptions and
Yeah,
stuff.
well.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Mhm.
Well, I
I
guess
mean, you
someone
can
had to go
pass
today.
word to Ishmael in the
Mhm.
marketplace. You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
if you see Ishmael, tell him X.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Donna, will take the note and put it with his money,
And then read it to him.
and Ishmael will not throw out his money. Therefore, you'll get the letter.
Yes, but then Dr. Donna is gonna have to read it to him because he
That's
can't
okay.
read. But that'll be another
I
time.
tolerate her presence.
Okay.
And I need to get I need to somehow reach out to Esteban. I don't know. I think I vaguely know where you live. I vaguely know where your ranch is.
It's been months, so you must.
Yeah, I mean, I
If
explored all
if
over
you
everywhere.
want to know, you probably have a very easy way of finding out. Like you just ask
Mhm.
people where the big troublemaker who had to leave town was, and they'll
So,
have rumors.
north. Just go north.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna head north. You're gonna go there yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so you head north to the forest. Kind of a all-day journey
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know exactly where it is, and honestly, there's a lot of little tiny roads and rivers and little farms up on top of Redcliffe you have to get through. You feel like Esteban probably knows some kind of shortcut. Probably he knows a place on Redcliffe where he can climb up and down it.
Mm-hmm. It turns out it's right next to my farm.
Could be. I mean, Ishmael got up there somehow.
It's true.
And that's how you unlock secret exits and entrances later on. But yeah, so you head up there, and you find him eventually. I think at this point he's given up building a roof, and therefore has burrowed underground instead. So you see his head sticking out of a mud pile next to an old willow tree.
Of course.
And there's
a
a
bunch of broken sticks as well, because when I get mad I break things.
Yeah.
So the woven roof I tried to build is just crushed. There's implied boot stomping or foot stomping because I don't actually have any boots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then you see me and I'm just cut up by hitting sticks with my body.
Punch the trees.
Nice.
So, yeah, so I head out
Hi.
there, and I'm like, Esteban, we were, I know you wanted to, try to make peace with Ishmael, and so I've invited him to dinner at my house, and I wanted to invite you as well, and we can work together.
Thank you. That's, and I'm just like kind of stuttering because I'm kind of, like you've now seen me in my home turf, which is like I don't have like a place to sleep and stuff, and I'm like a little bit nervous, but I'm just like, or embarrassed is a good word, and I'm just like, I start stuttering, and I'm just like, thank you. That's really helpful because I don't want to go back to his lighthouse and scare him again because I don't feel like that would work a second time.
It's a good idea. So,
Shall we ride back to your place?
oh, that would be great. I've never actually ridden on a horse before.
And then I have like a bunch more horses, like probably 20 horses or so. And I lead you through like my group of horses. And I let you take your pick.
Yeah. Are they all wearing anything?
I feel like I have maybe 2 or 3 saddles to split among some of them, but I definitely don't have saddles for all of them.
Okay.
And I'd have to saddle them up and get everything all situated.
Yeah. And the other problem is that Esteban is really, really dirty.
Maybe we can stop by the river and get you cleaned up.
That's probably the best idea.
Right.
And I'm like minding the time in character, so I'm like, here, this one's probably good for you, and I help you up onto the saddle and stuff. And do you have any writing?
No.
Or
oh no, not even a little
okay,
bit. I have
cool.
No writing at all. I'm gonna be real bad at this.
I'm gonna try to help you.
Okay. I mean,
Probably.
I think it says like just for like just regular riding around that it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
But
cool.
I mean, I think the thing is getting you on the horse the first time.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Because I've as a person have been on a horse before, and that is like a huge event, like actually getting on the horse.
I have definitely I've been on a horse as well, and that can in fact be the hardest part. Riding is technically will.
Yeah. I think it's just Ops 1 though.
Yeah.
Okay.
The consequences are going to be I actually do damage to you if you fail this.
I accept. Okay, let's just roll it. You're helping me out?
Yes.
All right. That's that.
Probably with writing, I imagine.
Probably. Base ob is 1. I did it.
Yay.
All right.
Yay.
No damage for you.
I like not taking damage. Huzzah.
All right. So yeah, you're on the horse. You make it back. I guess you're heading over to the river. I kind of want to get you swept away by the waterfall, but I can't find any way to justify that. So you just clean yourself in the river. But because it's been so rainy recently, like you smell the clothing you got from autumn, and it's starting to smell a little bit moldy.
That makes sense.
Like you've got nowhere dry to keep this closed.
I
And you
don't.
probably haven't been cleaning it.
No. I have a pond, but it's a duck
Yeah.
pond.
It is, and that's
That
It's
is
a
not
glorified
clean.
puddle.
That's not clean.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, it's just not deep enough to do anything in. It's like
Yeah.
only for ducks, basically. To
Considering how
just
much
chill.
livestock is there, you probably shouldn't even drink from it.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, like, so you get Esteban clean, but it doesn't smell clean,
No.
and he's all scratched up and has bruises all over his body.
Yeah.
Oh, this is as good as we're gonna get, I suppose. Don't you have a change of clothing?
And I ask you if you've heard the rumor.
What
If Ishmael
rumor?
told you.
He said that you were.
And
He called you a creep, but.
and then I nod and I'm stuttering again because I'm just like, well, I lost my clothes on a expedition into the forest, and I fell off of a cliff into an anthill
Oh my.
in a bunch of thistles, and
my.
and I show you like some of the scars that have had a month to heal, and they're like white now, and I have like the scar that's like across that goes from my ear to my eye.
Well, let's see if we can get back to my farm, and I'll ask Uncle Bish if he has something. Maybe you could wear.
I'd even be happy to trade for that. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want anything in return, ask. Like I said, horses, they're all yours.
I don't know what I'd do with a horse. Oh no. Alright, and then we come.
Well, as soon as you get the plow, we'll get that all sorted out. Yeah.
Right.
And then we go to this socially fraught dinner.
So do I need to make a roll to convince Uncle Bish to let Esteban wear some of his old clothes while we dry these ones out by the fire?
I don't think it's a roll so much as that Uncle Bish has been pretty hard up. And he probably only has one other pair of clothes.
Well, maybe what we could do is trade the moldy clothes for the ones on the scare
The scare. I was about to make a joke about scare clothes, and then you said it on accident.
I definitely blame you for that.
Okay, you can do that, but they're definitely not fancy enough for a dinner party.
I'm fine with that. These clothes aren't fancy enough for a dinner party either, but those smell better.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm gonna take what I can get.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a die of fate to see which one's better.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, the ones on the scarecrow are better.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Now
So
you have
before
no
Ishmael gets here, I
opportunity to,
switcheroo. There's a wardrobe change.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Shall we cut to Ishmael showing up?
Oh, probably should take a break.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually, this is a good time for us to take our final break of the evening before we move on to.
Kelsey, I think you're muted.
I'm muted
us,
for
least.
you guys.
Aha.
But not the stream. Aha. So we're gonna take the final break of the evening. Moving on before we go to this awkward dinner with everyone on my farm. And let's cut over to the break screen. Oh wait, I gotta start my counter. Boop. Okay, there we go. And